So now we have the next step, which is the actual application of glycolic acid, 35%. The brush has been soaked. You can see that it is not dripping, and we're going to show you the strokes right now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You may feel a slight tingling or burning sensation, which is normal. If it gets too much, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll only be keeping it for 2 minutes and neutralizing it with cold water. Okay, if there's anything you feel which is too much to bear, please let us know. Okay, so we're going to start with the forehead. Firm strokes. From the forehead, we've moved now from the upper cheek to the lower cheek to the jawline. In the meantime, the timer has been switched on for 2 minutes. These timers are very, very important to ensure that your peel is actually done in 2 minutes. Your timing should start from the time you put the brush on the skin. From that time onwards, the minute it touches the skin, you start your timing. So your stroke should be firm, your stroke should be smooth, and you should finish your peel in applying the peel very rapidly in under 15 seconds. So you don't waste time, otherwise some areas will get the peeling agent for longer and some will get it for shorter. How are you feeling?
Okay, like bearable.
It's bearable?
Yeah.
Okay. You have some more time to go. Okay, as you can see, the skin has you can see the peeling agent has been very evenly applied. There's absolutely no area where it has formed droplets. It's not dribbling, it's not trickling, and it has been very smoothly applied, and this ensures better uptake, better safety, and it also ensures that you can next time you will be able to go to a higher strength, because your technique definitely makes a difference to the efficacy and the safety of a peel. During the 2 minutes that the peel is going on, you must look out for hot spots. So face your patient and keep observing her skin. My suggestion to you, friends, is please do not leave your patient while the peeling agent is on. It is very important for you or a doctor in your clinic to be keenly observing the patient right throughout the peel and during the neutralization process, to make sure that there is no unnecessary uptake of the peeling agent. For this, you should be observing for any erythema, you should be observing for any hot spots which may be developing, and you should ask the patient if any areas particularly burning or stinging. In our patient, she has taken the peel beautifully and there has been absolutely no side effect. But if at all there is any problem, you may see a certain zone or area becoming pinkish or erythematous or reddish, or you may see a pinpoint area of frosting or which is not desired. If you see a hot spot, that means the area is beginning to turn white, it means that there is epidermolysis. And epidermolysis in a glycolic acid peel is undesirable and will definitely lead to an unwanted side effect, such as a bit of scaling, crusting, and maybe post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation later on. So this is why once you have applied the peeling agent, stand like a hawk, watch your patients till the peeling time is over, after which you should immediately neutralize. 2 minutes are over as the timer suggests, and now I am going to start neutralizing the peel. Neutralizing agents are sodium bicarbonate 1:10 dilution. You can either prepare it yourself, or certain companies come with pre-peel neutralizers which are balanced and pH balanced according to the peel and the product, and I like to use it in a plastic bottle such as this because it ensures even application of the peeling agent. Spray the neutralizer in tiny amounts equally all over the face and where the peel had been applied. Warn the patient you're going to get a slight warm sensation, okay? And this warm sensation is because this is alkali being applied to acid. So when alkali is applied to acid, you get the acid-alkali reaction, and that creates warmth. That's a good sign. That means your peel is being your peeling agent is being adequately neutralized. From an acidic pH, you're creating a neutral pH by adding an alkaline neutralizer. That's the concept of neutralizing. A lot of people skip this step and just proceed to wash the face with water. Either the patient gets up and goes to the basin and washes it, or they just apply a lot of water. I personally prefer the neutralizing process with an alkaline solution of sodium bicarbonate 1:10% because it ensures complete neutralization of the product. As the neutralization process is going on, sometimes you may see a slight frothing, and this is the actual peel, this is the actual neutralization reaction of the peel and acidic peel and the alkali lotion forming a acid alkali reaction which then causes the frothing. That is normal, and the patient experiences a warmth or a slight burning sensation or stinging sensation. Once the neutralization process is over, we then proceed to further neutralize the peel by cleansing the skin with lots of water. Now, either you can make the patient get up and go to the basin and wash her face, or you can do it with the patient reclining in this position. To do that, we take a bowl full of cold water in which we have dipped gauze, which is the size of her face, and so this is a cold water with ice in it. This gauze we place over the skin and the face. It has cutouts for the eyes, the nose and the mouth, so that the patient doesn't feel claustrophobic. Place it like a mask. And then we squeeze the same cold water, ice cold water, make it drip down like this. Can you do the other side? So if you have a technician or an assistant with you, you can do it one on each side. This gives instant relief, or you can do it alone yourself. This gives instant relief to the stinging and burning and the warmth of the neutralization, stinging and burning sensation of the peel, and also ensures a complete neutralization. It also has a very pleasant effect on the patient because they feel a sense of relief and calm on their skin. So this should be done for a good 1 minute. Keep doing it. How's your skin feeling? Is it burning?
No, it's not.
Has it stopped burning now? Is it feeling better now?
Yeah.
Calmer?
Yeah.
Cool?
Yeah, very good.
Very cool now? This feels good?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a very simple step, but it really makes a lot of difference to neutralization, to safety of your peel, to patient comfort, and to no delayed reactions occurring once the patient goes home. Very often we find the patient goes from our clinic feeling absolutely good, and you get a call that evening or the next day saying that they feel that their skin is very raw, it's red, it's burning, it's dry. So this step ensures that that problem does not occur, and the patients also have a very relaxed sensation after the peel has been completed. We then take off this mask from below, above. Can you open your eyes? Feel good?
Yeah.
Any burning, tingling anywhere? Comfortable? Relaxed? Oh.